She once stopped the shooting because the extras were not doing their job, and they were ruining the shot, and she had to tell them.
It sounds like a Woody Allen film.
But she had to tell them. She had to say, you know, you're ruining the shot. You have to be professional. And people thought that was rude of her,
Right.
where it really wasn't. And I was there, and I saw what happened.
Right.
So. But she's a professional.
She is.
Yeah, a professional.
And one of the most gifted performers
Yes, yes.
I had ever seen. There's so much history here, Joe.
Yeah, they're all
All of your
headshots.
pictures, like I said, yeah, pictures, you holding the gun. God, you don't look like, I don't know, I'm just, let me take you in for a
I
moment.
should be a priest, right?
You should be a priest. You don't look like a cop. Is that also Wells?
And I was a cop. Yes, that's Orson Welles.
Oh my God, I want this picture. You gotta, are we on Facebook? Are we friends on Facebook?
I don't know. I
do you
don't
have a
usually.
Facebook?
I have a Facebook account. I never go
But you
on
don't
there.
use it.
I
Why?
never use it.
Why people tell me that? Yeah, I do have a Facebook account, but I don't use it. Why?
I don't know. I just don't use it.
Look, this is a great. You see, I tell you, now this is, I don't know, but since I was a little girl, I was always
Orson
attractive to this man. Why is that? Don't ask me. Look
I
at
think
that.
the next page will have Barbara Streisand.
I have it. Okay, there he is. The cigar. Beautiful man.
Yes, yes.
One of the most gifted men in Hollywood.
I think.
Even to this day. I want to see if we can have a picture. Yeah, we go back in time. Tito Puente, you get pictures with everybody.
Yeah, Tito Puente. That's me and. I was the bad guy in one of the Quincy's with Jack Klugman. I also did security with Jack Klugman, who was a wonderful man,
And you look like Al Pacino here too in this picture. People
yes,
tell you
yes,
that very
I told
often.
you that. Everyone, you know,
Everyone
it's a running
says-
joke. They say I look like Al Pacino, so my friends, when people say that to me, they say that's his brother, Cap.
Right.
Cappuccino.
Right.
So, you know.
I like that.
Yeah,
So this
so-
is an amazing life. Getting to know all these wonderful people
Oh, it was.
is
Forget it.
right.
And, yeah.
Who was the best one in terms of your memories? In terms of going back in time, back
Well-
from what 1972, The Godfather. Getting to know all these wonderful, amazing, incredible actors, directors, artists.
Well, I could honestly say that probably Telly was number one. I mean, the way you saw him on Kojak or any movie, that was Telly. He wasn't acting, that was Telly. And he was a wonderful guy. Tom Hanks, wonderful guy.
I heard that
worked
he's a
with-
tough boy, Tom Hanks, but I don't know. I don't
What's that?
know. He's tough.
Not that I know of. I mean,
Okay.
I worked with him on Splash. I worked in the movie. I did stunts in the movie. I had a little acting part. And I was also their security, both Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah. And we became friends. And then at premieres, I used to do the red carpet premieres, you know, at the Ziegfeld Theater.
Right.
So I was there all the time for that. And whenever the actors came in, they'd see me, Joe, how are you? And they'd talk to me. But one time I was out in Palm Springs, and I was with a client. We were having dinner, and Tom Hanks walked in with Ted Danson, Mary Steenburgen, and his wife, Rita Wilson.
Right.
And I turned around to look, and I saw them there, but his back was to me. So the woman said, "Look, there's Tom Hanks." And I said, "Oh, I know Tom." She says, "You do?" I said, "You want to meet him?" She says, "Yes." So she got up, and we walked over. I tapped him on the shoulder. He turned around. He saw me, "Joe," and he grabbed me, hugged me, and said, "Everywhere I go, you're there." And then what happened was he was doing a benefit at one of the theaters there, and we were going. It was like a $1,000 plate or something like that.
Oh, my God.
And we went, yeah.
Incredible stories.
Yes.
Now you're writing songs.
Yes.
Putting films together.
Yes.
There's so much about you.
Yeah.
Like I said to myself, okay, I have to have the interview. I want to talk about his acting, his security, obviously his security experience, because you met so many wonderful, talented people.
Yes, yes.
And you have a lot to say, too.
I started writing songs years ago. That was my first love. And someone from MGM Records heard some of my work, and he got me together with a minister, and he said, "I think it would be interesting if a minister and a cop, a New York City cop, got together to write a Broadway show. So I went to the Chappaqua, I met him, and so we were trying to decide on something we could collaborate on. So we picked the movie Marty, the Ernest Borgnine, the Academy Award winner, I think it was 1952. And so we said, well, let's write this into a musical, the songs anyway. We wanted to write songs for it. So I went to the library, I took out the script, and I wrote 20 sets of lyrics with the music in mind. Then I went back to the minister, and I told him I have it. And so we got at the piano, and I wanted to start singing. He said, no, no, no. He said, you write the lyrics, I'll do the music, and then we'll collaborate together. And that's what we did. We came up with 20 songs. And they were very good. We went to see a producer on 7th Avenue, and when we walked in, and I told him what we had, so we went into his office, and we played one song. And then he went out and told his secretary, I don't want to be bothered. And we went through the whole 20 songs. He loved it. And but what happened was we couldn't get the rights from Patty Chayefsky. Then we tried, after he passed away, we tried to get the rights from his wife. Couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it.
We couldn't. I even had his first cousin was my neighbor, and he spoke to him, and he said, Patty Chayefsky said it was an Academy Award winner that brought him fame. He says, I don't want it to be a bomb on Broadway.
Wow, look at those words.
And they did do a version of it, and it did go up to Boston, and it was not a success.
It was not a success.
But I think, I don't know what that was about, but
success,
I feel,
what does it mean, success? You know, nowadays,
yeah, I know.
anybody, I'm sorry, but why is it so hard to get in when you see so many people on TV?
I know.
So what the hell is going on?
Wait a minute. Look, all the people I know. The only difference is I could never go to Sinatra and say, look, I have this song. Will you look at it? Or Telly, I have this script. Will you do it? That's me. I just can't do that.
Right. It's not my style either.
Yeah,
that's not who I am.
I'm not that type of person. So maybe that's why I'm still trying to get it done. But
well, that's good. You stick to your guns.
The perseverance keeps you young.
Yeah. But you're in great shape.
But
let me tell you, I want to put you in the spot, and this is a hot topic.
Go ahead.
The New York City Police Department. I'm a little bit pissed off about the whole thing because I think, well, I am. It's good to have security. It's good to have cops in the city, but I see them doing stuff that is not. I don't know, man. It's
well, let me say this.
I'm not too happy with police officers.
No, well, you can't blame the whole police department for a few, and that's
for
that's
a few.
True. For a few, yes, yes. I mean, you know, I was a cop for 20 years.
Yeah, but they're always right. I think it's to somehow some of them they impose authority.
Yes, some of them have abused the authority. That's true.
They abuse it. They abuse it.
But look in the movie industry. Some actors are, you know.
They do what they do.
Yeah, of course.
But you're a man of honor. That's what George Santana said. And you have a wonderful family. And you give your life to what you love to do.
I do.
But like I said, I have to bring this to your attention because people, you know, we pay high taxes in New York, and everybody's working hard. And
well, you know, a cop puts his life on the line for you. You never know when that's going to happen.
Yeah,
you know,
but I seen him. Joe, this is once
I
again.
Know,
this is another show.
You get a bad taste. I know.
I see them in the subway sometimes when they come with attitude to young kids. I seen an episode taking place.
Yes, I admit that happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
So you think this commissioner is going to do the right thing?
Well, he was pretty good when he was with the New York Police Department in the past. Hopefully he's going to get more accomplished.
Yeah.
I think today I was reading that the crime rate from, I forget what year, I think when he was there, the crime rate has gone down, burglaries have gone down, robberies have gone down, so everything is down. Now, how much further down can Bratton bring it?
Right,
so,
that's a good question.
It's a challenge.
What's his biggest challenge, you think?
I think it's going to be the stop and frisk.
The stop and frisk.
I got a feeling
Why?
that's going to be it. Well, stop and frisk, in my opinion, is good if you do it legally.
Right.
You know, if you don't pick on blacks, Hispanics, and so on, if you do it with everyone. But what seems to be happening usually, the high crime areas are in black neighborhoods, Hispanic neighborhoods.
Right.
So the police, I mean, what else can they do? That's why.
Yeah.
That's why they have to do the stop and frisk.
Right.
But I'm sure that when they do stop and frisk, it's probably because something may have just occurred where the possibility is they fit the description of what just went on. Again, I'm not saying that's...
But you worked, 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years.
You
we
gave your
didn't have
life.
stop and frisk then.
Right.
But I really think in the years that I was in the police department, totally different department. I mean, I shouldn't use the word got away with, but the people were more respectful to us, I think, in those days.
And nowadays, I know what you're saying. In other words, that I'm being disrespectful to you because I brought this to the attention. I said, I'm not too happy with police officers.
Yeah, well,
no.
well, of course, if you have a bad experience with a cop,
Yeah.
you're not going to like a cop.
No,
I know.
I'm not. I like I said, I think they do a wonderful job, the fire department, right?
Yes.
The police officers. But like I said, it's corruption in the system.
Yes, well, that's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Look right in
It's
right,
everywhere.
well, President Nixon. Let's
Yes.
go. I mean, right.
But let me tell you something. If they brought Nixon down, anybody can go down.
Of course.
Any institution that is thinking unstoppable or untouchable because I'm protected, I'm the head, I'm the president, I'm
No,
this,
there's no
I'm
such
that.
thing anymore.
It's not such a thing. Anybody can be.
No, you're right.
down.
You're right 100%.
Right? What a wonderful time. You see the credits are going. I don't know if you can look at that camera, look at the monitor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sending, thank you for coming, Joe. I had a great time.
Yeah?
You have fun?
We didn't touch on anything, really.
We had a conversation, a whole
Oh, yeah, you think
conversation.
so?
You don't
Okay.
think so? I mean, come on. It's like you have a whole, I mean, I
Oh,
need
great,
your modeling
great. I
pictures.
didn't realize the time went so
The
fast.
time went so fast, and you're a gorgeous man. And there's Harvey Keitel right there. I want to thank everyone, Gloria Messer, Malik, Alex and Charles, George Santana, of course, Darren, my associate producer in England. I'm sending my love to you and Maria and the people who are watching everywhere. We go step by step, man.
Of course.
This
of
shows
course.
baby steps.
Yes,